run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready, back 25.
He'll try and run for the first time with Freeman. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
51, Sam! Gun. Watch my board. Here we go, D. All day.
Here's Freeman. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10.
Let's see what you got. Watch the safety creep. Face. Check. 20.
They toss to Freeman. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Thanks to receivers, they'll spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Got it. Hey, Sam. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Check. Pick me up. Hey, Bravo. 54. Mike.
A first carry for Samaje Perine. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Now Perine. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Check hot route. Hey, 59, ready.
Now they'll throw it with Ryan. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got him in, complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now on 2nd and 13. Ryan tried to drop one in, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Complete to Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 32 on the play.
Back 25. 54. And let's pin the mirrors back and go to it.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Freeman. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Vikings' 39-yard line.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go, here we go. Gun. Space. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Get out.
They'll run it here with P-Ryan. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Watch the run. They're running. Hey, Tuesday. Hey, echo.
To throw is Ryan. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Now Cook running right. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Hey, keep it up.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Back deep, Jalen Richard. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Touchdown, Falcons! Julio Jones, his second touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so and now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Falcons grab it. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football.
It should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
A very good gain on first down, 9 yards on the dump-off. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Check 31, check 31. 21. 51.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Ready. Ready. Go, Jack. Let's go. We got this. We got this. Got it. Got it. Mike 53. 53. Go. Go.
Freeman again, a first down carry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Give the tackle that time to Rodney McLeod.
Where's 52? 52.
Looking to throw on second down. Ryan, and he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Boy, Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. 2nd and 9 now. That went into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. First down, here's the run with Cook. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here's a 2nd and 7. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And they move this all the way down to the 9. It's a gain of 34. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. On the carry, it's Cook. The nice footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7.
Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now a run with Cook. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
Ready. 15 on it. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. Come on. 35's the mic. You got night.
They'll set up to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Tavecchio puts this one through, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. A little brief second of indecision there was certainly hooking, but bottom line, it's good.
Yeah, and, got a little bit of English on it, right? That left-footed kicker trying to pop it through. A little bit too close to the right upright for his liking, but he'll take the 3.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, Freeman. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's get that ball, man. Let's get that ball right here. Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
The toss play left. There goes Devontae Freeman. Room to run again. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Hey, right.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. This one caught by Ridley. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Matt Ryan now 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Falcons push further out in front. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Yeah, after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
They'll drop the throw. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Intended for Stephon Diggs. Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
53, Mike, 53.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going deep for Diggs. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Miles Killebrew with a pick, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long, Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Space. No. Check that. We're on Mike 52. Got it. I'm here all day. Buzz.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Got it. Go. 52 to Mike.
Throwing on second down. Ryan, he's got Freeman here. It's complete. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to lead to a third down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
52's Mike. Hey, Haywood. Check. 52.
Now Ryan. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Now, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Ryan. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd. Yeah. After that one.
Here in the 3rd quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a 4th down play.
On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Give the tackle there to Daniil Hunter. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, watch the slant. Got it. Hey, check 24. Space. 52, right 52. We own it.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Down. Ready. White 25. I got you, son.
Here's P-Ryan. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
White 25. Hey, express. I'm coming after you. Hey, Alpha. Get up.
On 1st down, Ryan. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
22. Switch it. 21.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. He completes it to Jones. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive.
Mike, got it. Mike's by 4. Hey, south. Right there. 50. Hey, seam 6. You get
Now a carry for P-Ryan. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
And the Falcons first down.
Hey, pick it up.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
That's fielded in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
I got you.
Here's 2nd and 8. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
First down, Atlanta.
Ryan now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, check. Let him go.
Here's Ryan. And an alley to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and inches at the 23-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
They'll run here with Freeman. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
Not in any rush offensively.
11.
On 3rd and goal, Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown.
Touchdown, Atlanta.
Matt Ryan connecting on his 4th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Falcons push further out in front. Here's Bryant for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Falcons 35, Vikings 10. Matt Bryant set to
And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Holton Hill, the one there to bring him down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Check, 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 check.
On second down, Richard. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cut.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. There for the sack, Emerson Griffin.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
The Falcons send out their punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 83 yards. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Now Freeman, he's been busy today. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Back to you. Smooth. Get these boys, Mike. Check, check. Watch.
Ryan gets it off to Freeman. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. The Falcons send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. Ricardo Allen, the safety, makes the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. I got one. 53 to Mike.
2nd and 5. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. On first down, Cook. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. He'll look to throw. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete in the end zone. Coverage by Keanu Neal.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. 2nd and 10. And this is going to be intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
Let's go. Interception, baby. Let's go.
At their own 7-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Falcons, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first one of the season here in Week 4. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they too